Today we're going to be looking at 5 essential items that are always in my kit. Now these are mainly grip items, things that are going to help you control lighting and set up lighting, and they're going to be very useful if you are a documentary filmmaker, a solo filmmaker like I am. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to all these items, so go and check them out, and let's get into the first item. Now the first item on the list is going to be a classic. It is the 5-in-1 reflector. Now I own a couple of these. I own a small one and a medium sized one. And if you're going to buy one, I'd definitely go with the medium sized one. I think it's the one I probably use the most. Now, if you don't know what the 5-in-1 reflector is, they have a silver side, a gold side, and also a white side. You can actually bounce light with these reflectors to give you a key light if you are outside or even inside. I have bounced a light into the reflector to give a softer light, which is really useful in some locations. And if you take the cover off the 5-in-1 reflector, it actually turns into a diffusion frame, and I think this is a couple of stops of light. And if you're outside, you can use it to diffuse the sun hitting your talent subject. Now the final thing with the 5-in-1 reflector, I think that's 5 things we've talked about, well this is going to be the 5th, it's going to be the dark side of the diffusion. So this is going to give you a negative fill, and you just want to take a little bit of light away from the one side for a bit more contrast. You can use that as the negative fill. So these, as you can see, are super useful to have in your kit. Now in my kit I have Cardellini clamps, K clamps, just standard. So these are useful for clamping onto items and in locations where you cannot get a light stand. It's easy to just rig up a light off a shelf, off a stair, off a ledge.
And these clamps come in different sizes. This is a 6-inch one, but I also have a 9-inch, so you can grip to lots of different size material, and each end has a different connection type, so they're super versatile.
I'm actually using one right now with this tube light. I've got it clamped to the shelf to give me this key light that I'm using now. I'm actually using one at the back as well, which is holding up this light bulb. So it looks like that's actually dangling from the ceiling, but it's actually not. It's on a K clamp on an arm. Now I recently used a Cardellini clamp on a documentary that I shot where I was outside and I clamped to the shed that I was filming against, and I put a tube light above just to give a little bit of top light and help separate the talent from the background.
Now one tip I am going to give you is grab a few pieces of wood or soft material that you can clamp between the grips, so whatever you're clamping to is going to be protected from the clamp. This is really important, especially if you're shooting on different locations.
So as you can see, these items I'm using pretty much on every shoot, because trust me, once you've got these in your kit, you will notice so many ways to use them to light situations. Now item 3, or item, it's going to be items number 3. Does that even make any sense? It's going to be different types of fabric. Now one of the things that I love having in my kit is the classic shower curtain. Now get yourself a nice shower curtain, because this is really useful when you are on a shoot and you need some diffusion. I've used this multiple times on sets where I've put it over a window outside to diffuse the light coming through, and also because it's a shower curtain, you can use it in horrible dirty locations and just take it home and shower it down and wash it. It's actually a really versatile piece of diffusion to have in your kit. Now while I'm at it, I'm going to say grab a few different pieces of material as well. I've actually got some dark black bed sheets that I use for negative fill. I'm actually using it now again to cover up this window. Now these bed sheets were about £10 for 2 pieces of huge sheeting, and you can actually get it cheaper than that. I've also brought a few different nets and scrims that I put over windows, because when you're on location doing interviews and you've got that window where the sun is really hot outside and you just need to break it up, having these pieces of diffusion are going to bail you out of trouble multiple times. You can get a bunch in your kit, and trust me, they're super lightweight to pack down, throw in your bag. Now, number 4 is going to be one that I don't really see anybody talk about, but magnets. I actually went on Amazon and bought some fishing magnets. Now these fishing magnets are so strong, I couldn't quite believe how strong they are, but they actually come with a 1/4 inch bolt that you can put through them. So I actually screw them to these brackets for my lighting tubes.
And they're just a lot stronger than the ones you actually get with the fittings usually.
You can magnetize these to ceilings or even through plaster where there's a screw behind the plaster. The magnets are that strong, you can easily magnetize them to ceilings and frames. Yeah, just pick up a bunch of different type of magnets and you'll be amazed what you can actually do with them. Now number 5 is USB-C leads. How many times do you get on set, you want to power a light for a little bit longer than the battery's going to hold it, and you need that USB-C lead that's probably 2 or 3 meters long? I've been there so many times, it's so frustrating that now I carry 3 meter, 4 meter USB-C leads in my kit, and it really helps me with just being able to power these lights from batteries and not have the battery in the shot, or not being able to put the battery on the back of the light on the shelf. Having the leads, you can just put the battery on the floor and run the lead to the light. I also use the USB-C leads, not just for lighting, but for powering my cameras. So for the FX3, I'll put a battery inside and then I'll run a USB-C to a V-mount battery, and that camera will last for hours for interviews and shoots. So there's multiple ways that you can use these longer USB-C leads, and they can be pretty essential in your kit. So grab a bunch off Amazon and you can thank me later. So these are my few little essential items that I think every filmmaker should really have in their kit. If you've got some that I didn't discuss, or you've got some favorite bits of kit that you feel essential on every shoot, get them in the comments below. I'd love to know. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope this video has helped you. I'll see you on another one soon. Take care.